Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Red Vibes Centonomy Campus Edition. My name is Esther, and today we are going to tackle a very deep and interesting topic. So a while back we were having an event and somebody asked, how do I as a young adult get out of poverty, especially the poverty that runs in the family? Basically, he was talking about generational poverty. And I know as a young adult, and maybe you're coming from a family that is not well off, and you look at the generations like it's been the same cycle all through, you will wonder, in this day and age, I want to do better. So how do you do that? So key thing, if you see me with my notebook, it's because I've written my notes here. But the first thing that you need to tackle is your mindset. The mindset is very important. Look at it this way. What kind of mindset does your family have? And even let's say if your grandparents are there, or people who have been there before, what kind of mindset do they have towards money? Because the kind of mindset they have is basically what you will also have growing up, because they'll teach you the same lessons. So you've got to think of, I have to change my mindset towards money. So there are key things to think about. First, assess where you're coming from. So that is assess your family and the money habits that they have, or even just the lifestyle habits that they have and how they make decisions. And also now assess where are you right now with your finances. That will give you a sense of direction on where you need to go. So look at the money habits or the money mindsets or money beliefs that you've inherited from your family. And also to look at the triggers that could make you spend your money. So even though you're getting maybe little or not, like look at what makes you spend that money and how does your family spend that money as well, because how they spend their money is based on the beliefs that they have. So that's one thing that you need to change. And then when you look at that, you tell yourself, so which mindset do I need to have to get to where I want to be? Because you have to define where you want to be. A key thing in generational poverty is people are always in survival mode. So you're working towards paying, let's say, the rent for today, you're working towards the food you need today, but you don't really look at long term. So that mindset of you have to be in survival mode every single time is one of the things that contributes to generational poverty. So even for you, if you want to get out of that, you have to get out of survival mode and think that it's not just about surviving today, not just about surviving tomorrow, not just about surviving this month. It's about the goals that I want to achieve. Your goal has to be bigger than survival mode. The second thing that you have to know is you have to educate yourself, and not just educate yourself academically, that you have to go to high school and you have to go into university. It's also about financial literacy, because financial literacy lacks a lot when it comes to generational poverty. So in terms of generational poverty, they may think like if let's say you're going to school, the goal is finish school, finish high school, get to university, get a job, and then start earning money so you can help your family, which is okay. But look at, are you educating yourself with financial literacy? Like even when you start earning, what money habits or what money practices are you going to incorporate so that you don't get into the same cycle where you are doing the same things that, let's say, your parents did, that your grandparents did. And exposure is one of the best teachers. Think of it this way. If let's say you live in a rural area, or look at your family, the setting that you are, and you stay there every day, and you are not exposed to new things, you are not reading on people's stories, you don't read articles, you don't get out and about and network, then that means that your mind is not going to grow. So you have to learn how to educate yourself. Look at the area around you, which free events are going on. Are you going to meet people who are going to challenge you to do better? People who you will learn from their journey and notice that, hey, I can incorporate one or two things from them. Are you going to read books, read articles, read people's journeys, people who have come from the same kind of background, and see which steps did they take to get to where they want to be or to where they are right now. So educate yourself, because if you fail to educate yourself, even the mindset that you're trying to work on won't grow. The third thing is who is in your circle. So let's consider the same setting, the same family setting. The same family, the people around you, even cousins, and maybe the immediate family friends, they have the same money beliefs. Remember in the first point you said you have to identify the money beliefs that your family has. So the people around you have the same money beliefs. How are you as a person going to change your money beliefs if you don't get out of that circle? You have to look for another circle, look for people who have different kind of beliefs, because they'll even talk to you and help you through their experiences. So who is in your circle? Look at your family, and I'm not saying you can change your family, but you can change your friends, the kinds of friends you hang out with, and also avoid situations where, for example, if people complain a lot about money, complain, then you can't be in the same situation. So if you know you're going for a meeting where it's going to be the same thing, you can just seclude yourself or just not participate in that kind of environment. So the fourth thing is you could look for a mentor. And by a mentor, I don't mean it has to be somebody big, somebody who's completely made it or something like that. No, it also has to be a mentor who can work with you as you get out of that cycle of poverty. A mentor who's going to call you out and tell you, hey, I know you want to get out of generational poverty, but there are certain things that you are doing wrong. Somebody who you can consult, because it's not going to be an easy journey. It's not going to be an easy journey, especially when it's family based. So many people are going to try and pull you back. They're going to tell you, no, you can't spend your money this way. No, you can't do these things. Or let's say if you are in university, and no, you just need to concentrate on your work. You can't get an extra job to earn an income. No, such kinds of beliefs. It's going to be challenging and people are going to pull you back. So you have to learn that you have to get a mentor or somebody who's going to work with you and who will not be afraid to tell you or to call you out when you're not doing certain things right. And I come to the last point. Don't be afraid to walk away. And by walking away doesn't mean that you forget your family, you forget those people who have raised you. No, by walking away, it means you don't have to be in the same kind of setting every single time. Let me give an example. So if you come, let's say, from the rural area, and people in that area have certain kinds of beliefs, the same money beliefs that you're trying to get out of, or like there's that cycle of poverty, why would you want to stay there even when you're able to move? So for example, now you study, you finish high school, and then you join campus. After campus, they may want you to go back, and let me give a scenario. So for me, I come from a certain part in Nyeri where, you know, there's Nyeri and there's Nyeri, like the sides ukondani. And the mindset there, it's so different. Having grown up in two different parts of Nyeri, you could tell that these people, the education, in fact, even how people perform in schools and all that, people don't even value education and don't take their kids to school. And for those who go to school or go to university, no matter the course they are doing, their parents or their family friends always convince them to come back and teach at that local primary school, teach at that local secondary school. While if you're, let's say, studying, let's say, in Nairobi, you could hustle and do all you can to achieve your goals and to get that job that you want. So why would, for example, I want to go back to the same area where I know I'm not going to grow and I'm going to become a local secondary school teacher, yet I've been here in Nairobi, I've been exposed to certain things, and I know that with time with time I can grow in my journey and get to achieve the goals I want. So don't be afraid to walk away, even though, like, you'll find even families will call you back and lecture you, and you'll be called a lot even on phone. Don't be afraid to walk away from any situations or from any circle of friends that are limiting you. So those are the things I think will come handy in trying to get out of generational poverty, especially if you're a young adult. You have the ability to start right now. So let us know any other things that you think are important in this journey. Let us know in the comment section anything that you think might help someone out there, and also you can tell us your experiences. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.